Hello everyone, I'm Lindsey Woore from the Honhyeol project, and this is Sydney.
Hi.
All right, Sydney, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. So first question, what's your racial background?
Okay, so my racial background is Korean and Caucasian, and then the Caucasian part is just like a mix of a lot of European backgrounds. Yeah.
All right, very cool. How did your parents meet?
Okay, so my dad was actually in the U.S. military, and he was stationed in Busan.
Okay.
But while he was stationed here, he was like secretly doing English teaching. And my mom was actually one of his students in Busan. And so they're 5 years apart, and so like they met through that, and then like after my mom was like out of his class, they like started dating and stuff.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's super cute. Okay, so in Busan they met each other. Very nice. Yes. All right. When and where were you born and raised?
I was born in the United States, Monterey Bay, California, and I was born and raised there. So I've been there like until college.
All right, your whole life in Cali.
Yeah, so I didn't move. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, West Coast.
Yes. I'm a California girl all the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you grow up around other mixed Koreans and Asians?
So my mom is actually she was a Korean language teacher at this like military institute, and it's actually a language school. So there's a lot of Korean teachers there, and a lot of them have kids that are mixed.
Okay.
So I actually did grow up around a lot of mixed kids and a lot of kids from different backgrounds. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So you did have exposure then
I
to
did.
other mixed Asians or half Korean.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Did you ever experience any identity issues while growing up?
Yeah. Like for example, you know, in America, like a lot of like the Koreans tend to like hang out together, and like if I wanted to hang out with them, like I wouldn't feel like I was completely one of them because I didn't speak Korean fluently, and like I didn't exactly have the same background as them. But at the same time, like if I wanted to hang out with just like the American kids who were born and raised in the States, like I also felt like I was kind of different because I would be in that group like the token Asian friend. So like I never really felt like I belonged anywhere. And so I don't know, it made me feel like I didn't have any like support system or like any
no community.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like no group to go to identify with. So a little bit isolating kind of a feeling.
Right.
I can totally relate to that.
I was always like the other in every group that I was in.
I always felt like the other as well.
Yeah.
So I definitely relate. How well do you speak and understand Korean?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I'm pretty good at speaking it conversationally, but if it's like watching the news or something like that, I wouldn't understand like most of it.
Right.
And then like really high vocab, I wouldn't know. So like just like, you know, like when I'm like hanging around with friends and like speaking casual Korean, that's okay. And then understanding as well, I think my understanding is also a little bit better than my speaking, just because like my mom would speak it a lot with her friends and family in Busan, so yeah, so I'm like intermediate, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You know, at least you're like practicing and like still trying. So there's an effort there. That's good. And do you find this affects your life, like your ability to speak and understand Korean, the amount that you can?
I think it does, because especially like living in Korea, I feel like the more you're able to communicate with them, the more they like accept you as like one of them or like as one of their friends.
Right.
So like when I first came here, my Korean wasn't as good, and I was always just like the foreigner and like someone who like they kind of kept a distance with just because they couldn't communicate with me very well. So speaking it definitely helped to like build a stronger bond with Korean friends. Yeah.
Right, and family too, I'm
And
sure.
of course,
That's a big one, right? Yeah. And also, do people make assumptions about your ethnicity based on your appearance?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Can you give us like an example?
Yeah. So like some people would think I'm full Asian because I have like dark hair and dark eyes and stuff. So I've gotten Japanese a lot.
Okay.
And then there's like some people who think I'm completely Western, and they would say like very random things like Russian.
Okay. Yeah.
French. Yeah. And I've gotten Hawaiian a few times too.
Really?
And also like part Native American. So like the guesses are all over the place.
So random,
yeah.
right? I have gotten the most random guesses as well, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, okay, the last question is, how do Koreans treat you versus how Westerners treat you? If there is a difference at all.
Well, I think going back to like being the token Asian, like Westerners would probably just see me as like as that, like as the Asian friend. They would just lump me in with that like Asian American category.
Right.
Koreans, if they don't know that I'm mixed, they would treat me as a foreigner.
Okay.
But then once I tell them that I'm like half Korean, they start to treat me like a little bit more like family or like
one of them.
like one of them. So yeah, definitely that changes it. So, but overall, I think both Westerners and Koreans are pretty accepting of me. I haven't had much prejudice, so
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good that you've had like a good experience on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Sydney.
Thank you.
And yeah, this is the Honhyeol Project.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I didn't know how to end it. Is that a good way to end it? This is the Honhyeol Project. Like I was about to like throw up the peace sign. I was like, should I have done that? This is the Honhyeol Project.
Did I talk enough?
You were really good.
Okay.
You were so good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.